How's it going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Hoppin Brewery's Heathen, an Imperial Black IPA. So this is Heathen by Hoppin Brewery. This will be my third beer by them, your second, right? I think so, because we did the...
We drank one off camera.
That's right.
So.
And which I have reviewed also, which was the... what was the name of it? The Boris the Crusher.
Yeah, that was the Boris.
So this is their Imperial Black IPA. I'm a huge fan of black IPAs. So just to read you the information on the bottle, it comes in at 8.8% ABV, which is decently high. It's getting up to the really big range. And the description, commercial description...
8.8?
Yeah, 8.8.
Oh, 8.8?
Mm-hmm. Commercial description is... Heathen Black IPA, an uncivilized amount of American hop spiciness along with a chocolatey mix of dark roasted flavors create this inventive and tasty new beer style, and it is a pretty new style. What you get is the best of both worlds, a flavorful brood of dark malt and satisfying assertive American hops. Raise your glass in a toast to the Heathen within you. 8.8% alcohol, 83 OG, 20 degrees, that weird gravity stuff, and 70 IBUs. Only made from 5 ingredients. Did
you say OGs?
It said
original gangsters only.
Yeah.
That's how we handle it here.
So we're going to be drinking out of these straight side pint glasses with the bubbles. That's what when we're shooting at this location, this is most likely what we're going to be drinking out, unless it's something like super special. And then I crack out the good glassware and bring it over for like.
Look, I go on a lot of business trips. I don't make enough to just be spending all this money on crystal glassware. Like, I'm not some kind of...
beer wizard.
Yeah, beer wizard. So, I'm a little excited about this, so let's get this poured up. Right out of the bottle. Kind of caramel malty color. Looking at the pour. In the glass, it is very dark. And get this up to some light. I definitely took more again. It is no light coming through at all. Barely forms a head. And
you destroyed me again.
I did. I don't mean to. I get really into the pour. With a more aggressive pour, he's getting about a finger's worth of a head.
Yeah, about a finger's worth of mildly retentive medium tan colored head.
Yeah. Not a lot of... Nothing bubbling up to the surface.
Not really.
Nothing. No. I even checked.
I like it.
Yeah, good aroma. Oh, what is that smell that I'm just getting right off the bat?
It
smells like a nice, shop with, some nice cedar woods.
Yeah. Me personally, it's a good mixture between malts and hops.
Yeah.
You know, it definitely has the floral, tropical, kind of fruity malt going on with it, but there's also some more kind of malty undertones with it to let you know it's a black IPA.
I'm definitely getting a wood or a...
Oh yeah, woodiness.
There's a wood smell, but not like not like an oak or anything. Something light. I said cedar, but I don't think it's cedar. I'm gonna get a taste.
Is it?
You think so?
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't think I really tasted it. I just threw that right back.
Oh my god, it's so good. So what do you think?
Up front, it's got some bitterness to it. Right as soon as it comes in.
But there's also just stout qualities to it too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It kind of comes into some stout qualities, and then back into that kind of IPA bitterness going down. It's really weird the way it kind of eases into stout and then right back out.
Mm-hmm. That was a good rhyme. Ease into stout and right back out. That's the formula every brewer should follow for their black IPA. For me, I get sweet like peach and mango and hop, grapefruit up front. And that then fades into stuff like black dark chocolate, maybe even slight bits of coffee, lots of toasted malts, maybe even like caramel in there. And it does end bitter, The sweetness comes from the IPA portion. The bitterness, savory side comes from the stout portion. And it's really strange. Like they were saying on the bottle, a black IPA is something very unique. And it really does give you the best of both worlds. It straight up starts like an IPA, and it's an Imperial IPA too. It's not like a weak IPA. It's like one of those very strong IPAs. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and impart some beer wisdom once again and see if I can compare both tastes to two separate brews.
You're the expert, big guy.
The stout is kind of difficult. Maybe it's hard for me to pair the stout, but the IPA is the whole reason I brought this up. The IPA portion, the up front, tastes very similar to me, at least, to the Oscar Blues Goodnight. Those, do you remember the really tall
Oh,
ones?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which are they're a red Imperial IPA, so take that for what it's worth. But that's what it reminds me of, at least.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge IPA fan,
and that's why I thought you'd like this.
And this is definitely drinkable. It brings the best of both worlds. If you find yourself occasionally wanting to dabble into IPAs, this is probably what you're thinking of. It gives you all the best flavors of an IPA without that horrible bitterness that kind of drives people away from IPAs.
Yeah, it does. In fact, the reason why I think you like Goodnight over a standard IPA is because when you get up into the more Imperial IPAs, they're a lot more sweet and a lot less bitter. And some people like the bitterness, like me, I like the bitterness of an IPA. But if that's not your thing and you like stouts, like he said, this is the best. You get all the sweet, fruity awesomeness of an IPA without the bitterness from the hops. Instead, you get the bitter awesomeness of like bitter chocolate, bitter coffee, and malts. It's an awesome combination. So, what do you think on rating, man? Let's do this. I'm gonna get a number in my head, and you do that, and then you.
No, that's what we did last time. As far as a rating,
I think do it as just a beer because there's not black IPAs are they're not like a super common style.
Yeah, black IPA is something that I've really been seeing just come out recently. Not something that I think is necessarily has its own category yet.
I think my score is gonna be higher than yours.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be higher. Because I like it, but I'm not super impressed. There's another black IPA that I'm really excited to try that I've actually smelled because it was one of the bottles that I dropped.
Oh, the Dark Penance.
The Dark Penance. Have you had it yet?
No. In fact, what I was going to say is, side note, we're going to Dallas tomorrow.
Yes.
So,
hopefully we can get some more.
Not when this video is posted, most likely, but today's the 14th right now.
Yeah.
So if it's posted tonight, maybe so. But from the 14th, we're going tomorrow. And so I'm going to rank a huge haul of stuff. And what I was going to say is, since you broke one of the Dark Penances, you should buy a single. That way we don't have to share a single.
Yeah, so we don't have to share a little single on the next review or whenever we get to the Dark Penance.
You can just buy a single. So what are you thinking?
Compared to that, I'm definitely gonna swing low. Probably I'm gonna give it like a 7.2.
Really?
Maybe even like a 6.8. I don't even know if it gets a 7.
Do you have anything to compare this to, or just on what it tastes like to you?
This is just my personal preference. I mean, that's what you do as a reviewer. You go with your gut. You go with your heart. My gut says could be better.
For me, I'm gonna agree with you, but not that low. For me, I would give this like an 8.5.
An 8.5?
Because I have had a black IPA once before that I gave a perfect 10 to, and that was from Stone Brewery. It's called Sublimely Self-Righteous IPA.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it is a fine brew. It's very good. Compared to that, 8.5 is what I would give it, but I'm a huge fan of this style in the first place. Maybe Dark Penance will be...
I may be sticking my foot in my mouth. I may have the Dark Penance, and I'm going to look back on this Hop Heathen and think...
For the style.
What was I doing with my life? You know? But yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's definitely a good beer. If you're into the style, because if you're like me and you're really into the style and you know of the style, I would say that this is what I would call a very good representation of it. It's not super high up there and mind-blowing, Sublimely Self-Righteous is, but this is an excellent representation of it nonetheless. If you see it, I would say, get it if it's a good price. If you see it on tap somewhere, I would buy it in a heartbeat. And hopefully we'll bring back some cool stuff from our Dallas trip. But anyway, do you have any closing words, anything at all? Or
If you're in Ohio, pick it up. It
Yeah.
is. They are in Ohio, and as it warms up, I'm warming up to it as well. It does taste a little bit better, maybe not right out of the fridge.
All right, that has been our review of Hoppin' Frog Brewery's Hop Heathen Imperial Black IPA. Hope you guys enjoyed the beer review as always, and stay tuned for the next one.